everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new, girl, hey, make sure to subscribe. And if you're returning, what's up, where you been at? More so like where I've been at. Yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. I have like some notes, some real notes, because I need to talk about what I've been going through lately, and I just want to be very transparent in how I've been feeling. I'm not going to try to keep you guys long, but yeah, before we even get this video started, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on this video. And then I really don't say this often, but make sure you turn your bell notifications on as well, because that's important, because you guys need to be notified of when I upload. So boom, let's get into the first bullet point. Struggling with employment for the past year, and it took me 6 months to find a decent job. I'm 24, about to be 25 next week. That's a whole nother discussion. I've been working since I was 18. Getting jobs have always been like that. Last year, I was working at this job, and I had been working there since I was 19 years old. I didn't feel appreciated. They didn't want to pay me more. And, you know, any job I work at, I'm the best employee I can possibly be. Like, you're going to get good performance out of me no matter what. As long as I know how to do my job, the performance is going to be top tier. They weren't trying to meet the requirements or what I was asking for, so I split. But after I split, I thought like, oh, I had filled out an application to Amazon to be a delivery driver. Hated it. Absolutely not. They want you to move and work like a robot, and to me, it is a completely inhumane experience. As far as the delivery drivers, I don't know what it's like on the inside of the building, but the delivery driver would never do it again. From that point on, I was applying and hopping around that was July of last year. And y'all, I didn't get a decent paying. Like $20 an hour really ain't decent paying to me anymore in this economy. But they're still out here paying people $10. Minimum wage is $10 some change. Why in the hell is minimum wage $10 some change? Boom. July when I quit that last job, and I was hopping around, did the whole Amazon thing, hated it. August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April 1st. I took an interview at the job I'm at now back in March. And it's so funny because how it played out was I had decided, I've been at the temp service back and forth. But this last temp service I went to, they was actually kind of cool. But I liked their schedule that they were supposed to have, which was supposed to be like 7 to 3. That didn't happen. It was mandatory overtime, which was 12-hour shifts. Instead of making us stay late, they made us come in at 3 a.m. dang near every day. One of them Sundays, I decided, the first week I was working there, that Sunday I decided I wasn't coming in. I said, I need a recuperation day. You think I'll be working 7? And that's another thing. What? 7 days a week? Straight 12-hour shifts? Inhumane. Okay? I said, God, if I can work this for 2 weeks, and then by then, and I said this even before they called me back and said, hey, will you be able to start April 1st? End of March. I was like, if I could be able to just get some income coming in so I don't go, with no money, go out there with no money. It's always hard looking for a job while being unemployed. It's better if you do it when you have a job, so you don't just, I quit and I ain't got no income coming in. I was like, God, if you could just let me work these 2 weeks, I want to do this. I don't want to fill out no more job applications. So that had me, like, I don't want to say depressed, because I feel like that might be insensitive to people who experience like really bad depression, shall I say, like really intense forms of depression. So I want to say I was semi-depressed. Like, I just felt like a blob. I didn't want to move. I wasn't motivated. Didn't want to do anything. I wanted to sleep schedule, eating all crazy. Like, all because I was unemployed, couldn't find a job. Finances were stressing me out. And I don't like nobody having that much control. So that was the first thing. I'm just explaining to y'all the plethora of things of why, I was not on here being consistent, because I can see a difference. I can see progress with consistency on YouTube, because I went consistent for like what, 3 months, some months ago, and I saw like an increase in influx. So yeah, employment. I feel like I was depressed during my unemployment phase because I was struggling financially. I felt stuck, and I don't want to feel that way. I wasn't motivated to post any content. It made me feel like I didn't want anybody to have that type of control over me. I didn't want. So I'm trying my best to. You can't value money too much, because you valuing money too much, or the love of money, will drive you insane. But as a human being, we understand that we need money. You know what I'm saying? So it's not fun. It's not funny when the money's looking funny. Nothing's fun. What they say, ain't no fun yan without that money yan. That's a true statement. Okay? Basically, it was like a, dang, who music is that? Jeez. Sorry about them and that noise, y'all. Anyways, so park the car. I decided I want to start networking, taking my wig business serious, and becoming more of a beauty content creator. When I say wig, just like the hair, like, I love wigs. I love closures. I know how to color. I know how to construct. I want to learn how to construct them on sewing machines so I can sew them faster, have faster turnaround time. I also want to have my own hair company and stuff like that. Like, I'm really ready to get into like my influencer bag, my hair bag, because I know a thing or two, right? And I want to apply myself because I'm good at it and I love it and I enjoy it. Feel me? So yeah, trying to work with brands, and it's kind of hard because I'm still a small creator. I've been doing YouTube, or I've been doing YouTube since I was 18. My problem is the consistency thing, but I really want to take that serious this year because I'm ready to do this like 100%. Like, this is what I want for myself. I know I have the talent. I know I have the personality. I know I have the look. I know I have the beauty and the brains. Like, I'm ready to apply myself 100%. But working with brands, like reaching out to them, they really won't be interested in you if they don't see numbers. Like, if your Instagram account doesn't look a certain way, as far as numbers, TikTok numbers, YouTube numbers. So I'm just in a point where I'm like, and then it's also hard, especially when you're funding everything by yourself, and the way you create content is sometimes you purchase products to review or show off or use. And it's nothing wrong. I'm not begging nobody to send me nothing like that. But I'm just letting you know the issues that sometimes come with being a small content creator, or even a content creator of my skin tone. A lot of times we don't get it easy when it comes to getting into industries. You know what I'm saying? We don't really get it easy when we trying to get into industries. Trying to learn how to set boundaries, learning to cope with things on my own, trying not to overstimulate my friends because they already have a lot on their plates. When I say set boundaries, just setting boundaries with yourself, knowing when enough is enough, and knowing when you can't handle certain parts of information, or if you're overstimulated, being able to speak up for yourself and say, hey, pump your brakes, like, I can't handle that. And then being able to also have that, is it discernment? I don't want to use that word wrong. Just also being able to like do that with others and be aware, like, hey, let me not trauma dump on them because they already got a lot going on, and that could be just a lot for them to hear. And even though like people like, oh, there has to be things being added to your plate, but sometimes just hearing certain things can be triggering. And I'm trying to be mindful that everybody's an adult and they have their own baggage, and they might not be able to handle my little carry-on, and I got baggage and I'm not able to handle the carry-ons. So just being able to be an adult and cope with things on your own is a real skill. It's not the easiest thing. It's for sure easier said than done. But I just feel like, y'all, like, I have been really transforming since January. Like, I don't know what it is about 2024, but things have been it's been a lot of transitioning. I don't know what it is about the number 25, but the number 25 kind of like shakes everybody up. Like, it's like, oh my God, you're 25. What are you doing? I'm trying to figure out is what I'm really doing. I'm not like, I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure my for real. I think about when our parents grew up and the economy that they grew up in and what we're growing up in are two totally different war zones. Like, they were buying houses and starting families and stuff like that. We can't even afford to start families. Y'all talk about, oh, female. They're talking about like women not wanting to have kids and stuff like that. Honestly, I don't want children because I can't afford them right now. And I refuse to have children in poverty. I refuse to have some babies. Like, no, let me stop playing. But for real, I refuse to just like not have the resources that they need or not feel like I can give them everything they need. Like, I just feel like that's selfish. And a lot of people don't be giving a damn and they just be having kids, but I'm not one of those. But I'm just saying, like, that's what our parents were doing because they could probably better afford it. The jobs they were working back then, the government had better benefits. They had retirement that they were promised to, which they don't have retirement now because he's taking that away. But retirement that they were promised to and stuff like that. And when you get to thinking about your life and your future, you think about, am I really able to afford that? And if I'm not able to afford that and I can only take care of myself right now, barely being able to take care of myself, why would I bring another life into the world and inconvenience them? Because I feel like bringing a child into the world, you cannot fully provide for them and they're living in poverty, you're inconveniencing them, and that's 100% selfish. 25. Another thing about being 25. Parents kind of like pressuring you. They want you to live life a certain way, the way they want you to live it. Oh, you need to go do this and go to school and, you know, you're trying to figure yourself out and they feel like, oh, it's time for you to start thinking about marriage and children. And I'm not thinking about that right now. I can't even, half the time I can't even think about what I want to eat for dinner. That's really not on the agenda right now. Pressure from social media can be motivating and discouraging at the same time. I'm trying to learn how to separate myself from social media and create a boundary with that because I've learned that, you know, social media is very one-sided. You can only see what people are letting you see and what they are portraying. So people could, you know, be saying, oh, living a perfect life and, you know, they really hate their lives for real. But it can also make you feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, or you're not doing enough, or you're not enough. Then it can also be motivating to be like, dang, like, look at what she got going on. Like, that's beautiful, that's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? Then in the same breath, it makes you be like, can make you be like, oh, what's so different? Like, what don't I have going on? Or why am I not there? And just overall, it's good not to be on social media so much or not be on your phone so much. So I'm trying to create a boundary with that. Find different ways to occupy my time rather than aimlessly scrolling, because you could honestly be on TikTok for 20 minutes thinking it's 20 minutes and you've been on there for 2 hours. That's not good. Ain't nothing in the world that TikTok needs you to be on there for 2 hours and you're not content creating or editing or doing something productive. Get off that app. Get off IG, get off Instagram, get off X, which is still Twitter. I don't really call it X, Twitter. Get off Twits. The Facebook, get off the book, you know. Take a break from social media. It's good. And stop trying to be a people pleaser as well. I spent a lot of my life trying to be a people pleaser and it did nothing but make me miserable. And I have a strong personality, so you wouldn't think that coming from me. But when it comes to your parents, you will bend your back, dang near break it. Okay? To do something the way they would want you to do it or try to make them happy. If it is not making you happy, stop. Just stop. I don't care how mad they are about it. Just stop. Okay, so when I think about my career, where I want to be in life, I want to be beneficial to everybody around me. I want to be able to be everyone's resource. A lot of times, our people, African American or people my color, can't grow because we don't have help. Because we don't have help, I want to be able to help my village and be a resource for my village. Which means, like, whatever you need, like, what I want to be able to give to you and I want to be beneficial towards you. I'm not saying I'm not beneficial towards my village, but I don't really think small. You know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking big, towards the bigger picture. That's the bigger picture for me. I want to really, like, look out and take care. That's just what I want to do. I'm the type of person, when I have more, I like to give more. Like, I think about, I do think about myself, what I can do for myself, but I also think about what I can do for others. You know what I'm saying? What I can do for others around me. Like, if you ever just want to, like, save everybody, like, I just want to swoop in and just be Batman and, like, you know, fix everything. School is not for everyone. I'm genuinely not interested. I was enrolled in community college for years, since I was like 17. And COVID really turned everything upside down. The professors, ooh, that went down. That went downhill bad. I'm genuinely not interested in school, but I want to go back for my business degree. I do want my business degree because I want to be an entrepreneur. And then also lately I've been contemplating about, like, so when I was in high school, I used to go to cosmetology school. It's Votech. And I don't know how long you can wait. I think it's like maybe 10 years. I need to look into it from when you, like, attended Votech to when you can get your license, because I still remember everything dang near from cosmetology school when I was attending it during high school. But I was like, you know, I want to go get, like, my cosmetology license. Like, I think I want to get my cosmetology license. And I've been contemplating with that for a minute. So yeah, love to do humanitarian work. Having an all women's and men's facility caters to mental health. I want to rebuild impoverished neighborhoods. I want to focus on the kids as well. Yeah, I want to be like Robin Hood. I want to be like Robin Hood and come save the hood. Yes, I do. That's, like, stuff I want to do, like, in the next 10 years of my life. Like, for real. On side of me starting to have kids and getting married and starting to have kids, I want to do that in the next 10 years of my life. That's something else I want to add to the list. Dang, this was supposed to be me telling y'all where I've been at, and I kind of just started venting. I just wrote down all the thoughts and everything that's been rambling around in my head during my semi-depression state. I mean, for y'all that watch it and care, thank you. Try my best not to make it too long. It's probably still going to be a little long because I know I could talk. Everything about me is changing from the inside out. I don't even like to wear my makeup heavy anymore. I really like this, which is like a soft beat. I've always been a nude glossy lip girl, but, like, no lashes, just makeup with the no lashes has really been eating down, and I love it. I don't even like my nails long anymore. Like, classy nails, French tips. You know you a bad classy nails, French tips? Sign me up. Yeah, I'm all for it. That's really, like, where I'm at. Even my closet, I want to do my whole closet. I dang near don't like nothing in my closet anymore. Like, who am I? Who is this woman? Harpo. But that's how I've been feeling, though. I'm rebranding myself without even thinking that I'm rebranding myself. It's almost as if it's a happening naturally on its own type of thing as time goes on, where my brain is just rebranding itself. And I just got no choice but to get with the program. I feel like that's what's happening. I ain't complaining. I'm cool with it because I like it. I'm liking the change. You know what I'm saying? Because it's for the better. And then I noticed, like, my friends are also, like, changing, because we talk to each other. They're changing too, but for the better. It's like a maturity type thing. It's kind of like we're all maturing at once at different phases of our life, but it's happening this year. Like, that's crazy to me. I want to educate myself about financial literacy. I'm taking reading more serious. When I get married and have kids, I want to be able to be a resource for them and be able to put them in a better position that I didn't have access to. I don't know if y'all heard, but recently they decided that they're gonna start teaching financial literacy in schools. Yeah, you probably should have been doing that. Because a lot of the people that went to school in my generation and the generation before are struggling because we don't understand money, how to use it, how to save it, where to put it, where to invest it. We have to teach that to ourselves, which is why I said I was going to take on the responsibility of learning financial literacy. I know he kind of went bankrupt now, but I don't care. I bought the book. I'm still going to read it. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He was like, you got to learn, and I've heard this a million times before. You have to learn how to make money work for you, not work for your money. Okay? Okay. I've heard plenty of people say that. Successful people at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying any rinky dink, da 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 da. Successful people at that have said that as well. Like you gotta learn the game. Go like teach me the game, Ghost. You gotta learn the game. So I'm working on buying financial literacy books. I'll probably go read tonight. I try to read every night. I've been kind of falling off. Really like the past a month. I really stopped when I went in that dark hole and I just wasn't feeling like doing nothing and I wasn't motivated to do nothing. I wasn't motivated to do this. I wasn't thinking about this. I was sad. I'll be honest. I was sad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? The past 2 months, my friend has really been going through it. I'm not going to detail all the business, but she's really been going through it. And it's been hurting me to hurt her. I mean, it's been hurting me to see her hurt. It's not easy, like, dealing with, like, a loved one, you know, ascending. I've only experienced it once recently, and it was my grandmother. And I grew up with my grandma. I lived with my grandma, even as a kid, okay? I used to live, y'all, I'm from Detroit. I used to live on Keating, which is 7 Mile and John R. They would consider it red zone. I grew up with my grandma. I grew up in her house. And when she got older, we lived with her and then she lived with us. So she passed with us. And when I'm just tell a little story. When she first passed away, we all lived together, right? She had her own bedroom. I would keep her door closed. I would not open the door. That went on for like months, probably a year. I would try my best to keep the door closed. Because it was my way of like, if I didn't see the room, it wouldn't hurt me. Like, she not there no more. And like, you know, you always go see your grandma and talk to her and, you know, do whatever you need to. Her health was deteriorating. She was fighting strong. She lived till she was 90. But it was just hard. And I'll be honest, when she first passed away, I ain't never talked about this before, y'all. But my friend going through what she going through got me want to touch on it. Before I finish, I'm just saying, like, she lost somebody close to her, and it hurts me to see her hurt because the way that made me feel, y'all, when my grandma passed, I'm not gonna kid y'all. I think I cried every night for the next 4 months, and she passed that nighttime as well. We were all awake and stuff, and we were in the room with her, and she was like, you know, I think I'm gonna go. And my mom was like, what you talking about? Like, I'm putting your clothes on. We're gonna go to the hospital. And that whole day, she was like, the whole day, it was weird. I had got off work. I was tired. I spoke to her, you know, came to check on her and stuff like that. And my mom, she was like, she wasn't feeling good, you know, having fluid on her lungs, fluid on her chest and stuff like that. And she was like, you know, I think when mom was trying to get her dressed, she was like, I think I'm about to go. She was asking, my mom had asked my grandma, before my grandma said it, she said, are you in pain? My grandma's always in pain. She has arthritis. She was like, no. So when she said that, my mom knew. She was like, you about to check out on me, huh? She told her, she was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. And she was like, well, hold on, Mom. You know, let me get you. And my grandma kind of just looked at her. She was like, girl, I'm finna go. Like, I'm 90 years old. I'm finna check the fuck out. And she stood on business. She checked out. I'm not gonna say it was hard to do it. It's still hard to do it. I didn't have dreams about her. I mean, dreams so vivid. If I could draw, I could paint you a picture. And I can't be mad I saw her in my dreams because I do stuff like, God, please let me see my grandma in my dreams. Please let me just talk to her. And I talked to her, and then I'd wake up in shambles. And I'd be crying and boo-hooing for the whole day. Yeah, I saw her twice in my dreams, and each time I saw her, I boo-hooed for the whole day. I kid you not, cried in the shower. I cried so much, my eyes just like they wanted to stay closed. Like, you ever cry so much your eyes so puffy they just closed? So I think God was just like, yeah, we not gonna keep doing this. You know, like you're okay. You know, you're okay. Yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot emotionally. Then it's a lot seeing her go through what she's going through emotionally and how that's gonna be affecting her. And it's hard trying to be like supportive, but then you also have your own baggage and stuff like that. It's a lot. But yeah, y'all, that's what's been on my mind, why I've been missing and haven't been consistent posting or interacting or anything like this. This is just my entryway into, I want to get back on my feet. So I wanted to post this and share this with you before I posted the fun content, hair and stuff like that, anything like that. Yeah, just let me know whatever content y'all want to see from me. But it's 12:54. I gotta still go cook a little bit. I've been filming since what, 6:45 p.m. I've been filming for 6 hours, doing TikTok content and YouTube content, hair content, makeup content. I need $1 for every time I say content. But yeah, I was about to say I'm not gonna keep you guys any longer. No, I kept y'all hella long. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment for me. I'm happy to be back. Let's start on a good foot. My birthday is coming up. Yeah, it's a lot going on already. I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment for me. Put your bell notifications on. Have a blessed day.